Hello, fourth grade, Mr. Pfeiffer here. We're going to do one last little Celtic knot thing before we see you next week. And what we're going to do is this is something that you could draw at the top of your page instead of framing the corners. This is something you could place at the top of your page and do all your writing underneath it. So it's just another way to kind of make your page look really beautiful, and this is a great way to start. And what we're going to do is we've got my chalkboard turned the long way, so it's going to be vertical instead of horizontal. So this is vertical, left to right. Horizontal is usually up, down. So I drew 3 points. I've got one here, and one over here, just to kind of help me keep everything in the right spots. And then I drew another line here, because you'll see in a moment why I did that. Everything will kind of stay on that line. And then I've got one in the middle. That should help as well. That helped me find out where to put these 2 points here on the left and right. So we're going to start, and we're going to come down and go past that line. So we're going to start on the left side of the line here and come around and go to that bottom line here. And we're going to come up a little bit. We'll stop here for now. So we're doing that. Okay, a nice, almost like a C. All right, and then when everybody gets to there, we're going to come back up. This is where it gets a little tricky. And back towards this line here. So we come up and around. A nice curve. Let's try and keep that curve. So we'll start where we stopped, come up, keep that curve. All right, and then from there, we're going to come underneath and kind of like a crazy wave coming down. All right. Sorry, we're moving around a little bit on the easel. All right. Just like that. And then once we get down to there, that's our point on the right. We're going to come back around. So it looks like a fish head. Right? We're going to come back around and go through that line, this line here. We're going to come back around. So we start here. Come back around. And we're going to loop up back over that line and make another kind of a fish head and come back through this one down here. Another nice curve. So we've got a couple of like fish heads here. 1, 2, 3. All right, then from there, we come back up and we're going to go to that first fish head. I like to call them that. And we're going to go through that one, and then we're going to come back towards the center of that line and make like a point. So we come up, through, and then start to come back down. So we're going to have a point. You'll see in a second. So that's what the right side of our drawing should look like. Now from that point, we're going to start. We're going to go back towards this dot now. We're going to mimic this side over here. We're going to mirror it. So we're going to bounce back out. And we're going to come down like that. All right, so we're kind of, this side is mirroring this side here. So this line that we came up with. So this line is coming down. Now, what we want to do is come back up like this. And we're going to make that fish head again. Coming back this way. And we're going to go through back to that point. Now again, if it goes past it a little bit, that's okay. Not at the end. Again, we're practicing on our chalkboards. So then we come down, up, fish head. Come back over and through and end up down here. Then we're going to come up again. And over and through. So that's this part in here, or over here. Sorry. So we come up, over, through, and then we're going to come back around, and we're going to mimic this part over here. So we come up, and we go around, through. We come back down towards that center line again. Don't go below this line. I'm sorry, it's really hard to see sometimes on this chalkboard. And then we're going to come up past this fish head, and we're going to connect back up here. Alright, so it should look a little something like that. Right, so we're kind of the same on both sides. Sorry, it's really hard to see this one. I apologize. But my chalkboard is not cooperating today. So, yeah, this guy comes from here, down, over, around, and then over this way. Alright, so we're coming off of the right, going to the left, down, up, fish head, through, fish head, through, fish head, and then all the way, and this is where we started. And then when we're done, and we've practiced this enough on our chalkboards and we're confident, I would like you guys to do one in your book and color it in like that. All right. Good luck, 4th grade. We will see you next week. Get out and play in the snow.